gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to another episode of the Cash Wrestling Podcast. Today, my panelists, as always, is Brian, Christian, Johnny, Thomas, and Will, and we are doing our second top 10, which is going to be top 10 best finishers inside of WWE. Now, there is so much there's so many that cannot be on the list today. And so we have some honorable mentions.
There's a lot of great finishers.
There is. But I will start off with the phenomenal forearm from AJ Styles as my first honorable mention. Now, for the phenomenal forearm, I believe has been first debuted, I believe, inside this company. Now, I'm not quite sure if AJ used it in other companies, but I'm pretty sure he did. But he's been using that finisher, or hereby signature, because he now uses the Styles Class as a finisher now, and it's pretty amazing for a person to do a springboard forearm across the face and it finishes them. It's pretty cool to me. And my second honorable mention is the pop-up powerbomb by Kevin Owens. Now, this is really the most brutal out of my list, but apparently did not make it. So basically what Kevin Owens does, he Irish whips a person to the ring, the ropes, then he picks them up, power bombs them, done. The most quickest and most brutal finishers that I've ever seen in my life. Thomas, I believe you're next with the honorable mention list. Go ahead, my friend.
Thank you very much, Mr. Cash.
Thank you.
Well, my first honorable mention is it's my waifu, Alexa Bliss's Twisted Flip. Before the Twisted Flip, she was NXT. Well, now that they changed that to Twisted Flips back around 2015 or 16 when she turned heel doing Bloody Murphy and Wesley. I mean, what Twisted Flips works is she selected the top rope, jumped and just flipped sideways, then splashed that very woman right on the stomach. That really hurts.
Yep.
Really.
Oh, I want to get caught in the crosshairs of that.
Yep. My second honorable mention is some people don't know what I know since I watched WWE. My second honorable mention is the STO by Muhammad Hassan. Now, you guys don't know what Muhammad Hassan is. He's the first Arab American WWE superstar in the ruthless aggression. So what the STO is, I don't know how I mean I don't know how it works, but it says 2000. But it's STO is more like a team or something. But yeah, it is way more dangerous than a RKO or the AA or MHP. But I also talk about how he has been this unbeaten streak in the WWE before he made his move.
Yep.
He just executed in the Gold Rush tournament for the World Heavyweight title. Well, if he wanted to compete for any title, he wanted to be the first Arab American WWE. Now, obviously, in his final year in his career was the Undertaker, and he retired in 2005.
Yeah. It sounds like Muhammad Assad sounds like a pretty good wrestler. Now, was he a heel or was he a face?
In his entire career, he's
Heel?
Oh, so he was a heel. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because the storyline here for Hassan is about his Arab American culture because he is Arab American. So And he's brought along his partner Prime, which is a Cyril Devon.
Alright. So, Johnny, you're up.
Alright. Well, my first honorable mention has to be the running power slam done by Braun Strowman. Because
Yep.
when he hits that,
Done.
there's no way you're going to get out of it.
You're done. You're murdered. Finito. Done.
Yep.
Number 2.
My second honorable mention is the most electrifying move in all sports entertainment, the People's Elbow. Once The Rock gets set up for that, you better be on your feet.
You know, for like, so he does like a very similar variations of it with his hands, basically. So I remember one time he did it. Where he did the Miami U because he went to the University of Miami.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty funny. All right, I believe you have one more.
Football that call.
Yeah.
All right, so
And my third and final honorable mention is something brutal. Done by Seth Rollins, the curb stall.
this move was actually banned. This move was banned for a while.
Which move was banned for a while, but then they finally let him have it back.
Yeah.
And this one, he can do like variations of it. Do like a super kick, and then he'll stomp your head into the
Oh
mat
my
on
gosh,
the ring.
it's crazy. All right, Brian, I believe you have only one.
Yeah, the one who signed the contract in 2018. Yeah, that was that was her. And back in March, they want to have a mixed match, tag team match at WrestleMania 34. She used the armbar on Stephanie McMahon. I was like, what?
We are talking about Ronda Rousey's armbar. Yep.
It was the move done by
Ronda Rousey.
Ronda Rousey. All right.
baddest woman on the planet.
All right, Will.
Who also competed in the first ever women's WrestleMania main event.
That is true. She did. All right, Will. Your last one.
Well,
my first honorable mention, you gotta go with the Mrs. New Finisher, Skull Crushing Trinity. When he gets ready for that finisher, he hits it. He hits it real quick. 1, 2, 3.
Boom.
My second honorable mention, you gotta go with the Claymore, the deadliest finisher ever by Drew McIntyre. The reason why though, since he wore that trunk though, he hits it in an instant though.
Yep.
And now my third and final honorable mention, you gotta go back to Beth Phoenix's finisher, the Glam Slam. That's how she won. That's how she won the women's title with that finisher of any.
Yep. All right. Now.
Any women that knock out. So.
Yeah.
That's my third honorable mention, the Grand Slam.
Okay. Now, getting to the actual top 10, we have number 10. We have the Stone Cold Stunner. made by Stone Cold Steve Austin, which is now used by Kevin Owens.
Finshers are kick-ass.
So I believe Johnny's doing the center.
Yeah.
All right. So explain the Stone Cold Stunner, or the KO Stunner, to be exact.
Well, the Stone Cold Stunner, it's where Stone Cold Steve Austin has it. And it was also, I think it was also done by Mr. McMahon.
Oh yeah, I forgot. McMahon used it too.
Yeah.
Mr. Shane. The one who
No,
messed up.
Vince.
No, it's not Shane McMahon.
Not Shane. Shane. No. Wrong Shane.
Let's get that name out of the way.
Shane McFarland. Thank you. Okay, next. Continue on, Johnny.
And then it was done by Kevin Owens
Kevin Owens.
on Shane McFarty Pants.
Yep, that's better. That's much better. All right, now, I'll explain the next. Wait, I'll explain the next one. Number 9. It's going to be the 619 from Rey Mysterio. Now, I think he
What a
first.
coincidence.
Yep. It's now. It's actually called. The actual move for the 619 is called the Tiger Feint Kick. Now, what Rey does is he goes to the ring. He goes to the ropes, usually by the middle, by the second rope, and he runs to the thing, and he grabs the ropes and he swing kicks the person who's on the second middle rope. Now, he does this in 2 variations. Number 1, he does a springboard splash from the top rope. And the second one, he goes to the top rope, top turnbuckle, does a frog splash in homage to Eddie Guerrero, which is sadly not in the top 10.
That was my honorable mention, I forgot to say.
Oh yeah, Christian had a frog splash. Whoops. My bad.
That's fine.
My bad.
That's fine.
Alright, so our new Christian's honorable mention is going to be the frog splash from Eddie Guerrero. Alright, moving on. Number 8. We got the 3 letters that can almost knock out anyone. R, K,
The most
O.
dangerous letters of sports entertainment. R, K, yeah, sport entertainment.
And Christian, you were explaining this one.
Basically the RKO is like a, how do I say it, like a diamond cutter or something?
Yeah.
Yep.
No,
Yes, the Diamond Cutter by DDP.
Yeah, like DDP. And mostly he does like the RKO like out of nowhere.
That's the most vicious one. Especially the RKO when he did it out of midair with Evan Bourne.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
awesome one.
That was
Yeah, that was the best
that's
one ever.
iconic.
And the funny one is when he did it to Mark.
The one he did
Let Will talk, god dang it.
Yeah, WrestleMania 31. When Seth tries to do the cup song.
Oh yeah, that one. That one.
Randy Orton just catches up and then boom.
Boom, yeah.
Yeah,
That one-
That was phenomenal.
That one was the most brutal RKO I've ever seen. Yeah,
I remember.
That was the best one.
that was the best
I've
one,
ever
I'm not gonna
seen.
lie. Okay, moving on.
Alright, moving on.
Moving on to number 7.
Okay,
Number 7,
let me explain to you on number 7,
which is going to be
Swanton Bomb by Jeff Hardy.
number 7.
This
Will.
the one and only
Will.
Jeff Hardy.
Let me explain, let me do number 7 and then you'll explain it. Okay? That's how it goes.
Let's set it up.
Yes, let me set it up and then you explain.
When Jeff Hardy
No, Will! Not
Will.
yet.
What?
Okay, let me set it up, Will, and then you can do it. Alright?
Okay.
Start with that, but as you can see from number 7, it's going to be the Swanton Bomb, Jeff Hardy. Now Will can explain.
Okay. When Jeff Hardy climbs up the top rope or any kind of cage, or the cage or the ladder, he does his finisher or off the stage too. Also, it's like knock out cold. 1, 2, 3.
The one from the stage was pretty amazing. Alright.
That was freaking awesome.
Coming in at number 6, we got the pedigree from Triple H. Now, Brian, I believe you're explaining this one.
Oh, how do I explain this?
Take your time, Brian.
I know you took a long time, but I just don't know what year he used it.
Like how he used it?
That was Triple H that did the pedigree.
Rollins had the pedigree.
Did the pedigree too. Also, they carved on was banned.
Yeah.
So Stephanie McMahon does the pedigree.
So basically, what the pedigree is that Triple H or Rollins kick the person in the gut and put their arms up and then and sit them down to the mat. 1, 2, 3. That's basically what it is.
Gotcha.
Alright, so coming in number 5, we got the jackhammer from Goldberg. Alright, Thomas, I believe you will explain this one as well.
Yes, I am. So, for those who don't know about Goldberg, here's how the jackhammer works. So, Goldberg, he'll set up, bend his knees, and wait until his opponent get up. Then he'll just lift him in a chokehold while he wrap around someone's neck, lift him up, and hold his tight. And then the jackhammer, he just slams that person to the mat. And after the jackhammer, he hits somebody 1, 2, 3. And if somebody hits the jackhammer, well,
done.
That's the new one.
God dang it. Okay. I am not cutting that out. Okay. Coming in at number 4. Coming in number 4, we got this arm hurt from Becky Lynch. Johnny, it's all you, my guy.
Alright. So how the disarmer works, it's easy.
What the fuck?
Becky Lynch just goes in and she's about to rip that woman's arm off.
Literally. Like, literally. Like,
Yep.
she just puts her knees her legs in between the arm, and then just pulls it up. That's like a weird version of an armbar, but still, it's a disarm her. Alright.
Yep.
Coming in at number 3, we got the Batista Bomb. And I believe so I forgot who's explaining the Batista Bomb?
Brian,
yep. Alright, Brian. Batista Bomb.
I know I'm gonna say this, and WrestleMania 35, it was a no holds barred between, what was his name, Triple H?
Yep.
Now, Triple H and Batista.
Yeah, he used the Batista bomb so hard at Triple H. I was still there. I was like, holy crap, Triple H's back's gonna be hurt.
It's mostly a sit-up powerbomb, basically.
Yeah.
Alright, coming in at number 2, which I will explain. This was number
End of days.
The End of Days by King or Jester Baron Corbin. Now, it's just a flatliner, but to the extreme. And this is one of my most best finishers I've ever seen, because this is literally the most brutal. This has nothing compared to number 1 by far. Now, what Baron Corbin does is he gets in a position, and then he does this. He bends down while the person's legs are up, and then does a flatliner to the ground. Pin 1, 2, 3. That's one of the most brutal finishers in history of this company. But that's not the best one. Number 1 is the Black Mass from Aleister Black. And boy, this one's brutal. Thomas, I believe you're explaining this one too.
Yep. Okay, the Black Mass. Why do I have to begin? So, what the Black Mass were? It is a kick to the jaw. Like, Black just lift his leg, make huge contact to the and kick somebody in the jaw with a top part of the foot or the heel part.
Like this.
Almost gonna crack somebody in the jaw. Well, that could hurt your teeth.
That spinning heel
and
kick.
Unfortunately for you,
Not again.
for somebody who can have broken teeth and possibly bleeding gum.
Yeah, that spinning heel kick is the literal most brutal and one of the most best finishers inside this company. Well, everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure when you leave, or make sure when you're not watching it, you like the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel as always, and make sure to turn on post notifications to all to always be notified of our next live stream or video, which will be the Wednesday Night War, because as of this recording, it's a Sunday. So basically, we're recording our top 10s on Sunday, putting on Tuesday. That's the way we do it. So
I'm hoping Wednesday Night Wars won't get copyrighted like last.
Don't worry, I got something for that for next week, for this week, I promise you. But we will see you all Wednesday night tomorrow night for Wednesday Night War. And as always the best. What's your best in life? We're going in for the cover. 1.
Yeah, continue. Go for the cover.
We're going for the cover. Count it for me, gentlemen.
1,
1, 2, 3.